I don't even think that I was artistically inclined. I wasn't good. I didn't have, there are certain people that it seems like they have like a natural talent for it. I just couldn't imagine doing anything else. Even when I'm drawing something or painting, as I'm doing it or as I'm starting it, I'm like, oh man, this is terrible. Like, this looks like shit. It's like I'm reconciling with myself, like how bad it is, and then suddenly it just isn't anymore. And then I'm like, oh, okay, it's something. Like, I made this thing, and it doesn't seem terrible, so, I'm happy. I don't know, like, even when something is terrible, I'm like, well, at least I got it out of me. Like, it's just... I took this job specifically because I was kind of called to do it, and I mean that in the most literal sense. Like, it was like, hey, we have an opening. You want to do this? You were referred by someone else. You have any experience? And I was like, I have very rudimentary shop experience with like certain machines, but not like this. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll teach you. I loved it almost automatically because it was everything you do here, you're just working with your hands. You're not sitting down. It is not a sedentary job. It took a long time even for me to work with customers because I was just like, I was afraid of people. The door chime would go and I would duck behind the table or like go back and then like turn on the saw. You hear those stories, the kind of formula for success stories. Like, oh, you just gotta keep grinding, you keep doing it. And you get to a point where you're just tired. You're just so tired and so beaten down, and like you had hope for so long. I definitely feel like a failure in that sense, having gone to art school. I was and like not have really anything to show for it. That was probably the hardest part about finishing art school and like just not moving forward from that. Recognizing your own insignificance and then getting kind of lost, but then becoming okay with it because you're not just because you're not something in this field or industry, it doesn't mean that you're not something somewhere else. Do I have the job that I thought I would have had? No, I do not. Do I love what I do? Absolutely. I really love this job. I love the people I work for, and I love the people I work with, the people I make things for. It's great. I would have been a really hard person to market to a company because even when I was at Ringling, I didn't know where I wanted to go. There are certain people that like they specifically want to work for these companies. A lot of these companies have very sort of like branded styles, as opposed to me who had I was again all over the map because I didn't even know really what I wanted to do. I thought that maybe I wanted to go into something concept art oriented, but like not even that. I didn't know where I wanted to go. I just kind of like I applied to anything and everything. People were like, well, if all you need to do is just do this style or do this thing to get in with this company, why don't you just do it? I mean, like, can I? Yes, but it's just like, God, it felt so disingenuous. I felt like I was just gonna burn out if I did that. And then what would be the point? What would be the point of any of it? I did not know that I would like framing, that I would like working in framing because like I didn't even think about the existence of it. I didn't know about it. I didn't know what it was to be a custom framer. I didn't know that I was trans until I knew that trans people existed. And I always knew that there was like something not wrong. I just didn't feel there was something off with me in my identity. Like it just did. There was something that was never complete or never fit in any sort of like label or box that because I didn't know. Like you can't know until you know. Because as soon as I saw like a representation of a trans man, I was like, oh my god, I get it. Like, I get it. Oh, that's me. It's me. With transitioning, there's no one way to do it. You can be trans, and whether you decide to go through the physical aspects of the transition, and that could mean hormones and various surgeries, you can choose to do whatever fits you. I didn't have to think about it. You know, you think about, with the physical aspects, there's a finality to it. It's like, you do this, they are permanent. This is going to be you. So yeah, all right, there's a choice there. There's a choice to live authentically. Like, you know, that's what it is. It's like, are you going to live as your most authentic self, or are you not? I knew I wanted to go on hormones. You know, I knew I wanted my voice to drop and to have facial hair, and like there's a whole bunch of things that happen when you take hormones. I got top surgery. I knew that I needed top surgery. It was a lot of body just dysphoria. But after that, I was done. I was complete. Some people are like, well, you never really finish transitioning. It's just like an ongoing thing. Okay, sure. For me, I finished it. I'm done. I just am trans, and it's cool because like there are people who know and there are people who don't know. That was a big thing for me emotionally. You know, it can be really difficult to not be seen as you are. I definitely saw myself as a certain way, and once I went through my process, you know, everyone else saw me as I saw me, and there was no real dialogue about it after the fact. My name is Gwen Luffman. I am trans. I am a custom framer, and sometimes I make art.